The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day after the market close. Tom takes your phone calls from 4 to 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time using the data available at that time.
Let's go to Doug in New Jersey. Hey, Doug, what's going on?
Hey, Tom, how are you, sir?
I'm doing great. You having a good day out there?
Absolutely. That's my job.
There you go, man.
Tom, I just got your new book, and got to say, anybody who does technical analysis has got to buy your book. And further, it's the biggest bargain on the face of the earth, and, you know, people will just throw money at anything, but I would only suggest that people have got to read it. It's a must-read.
I appreciate it.
And now, here's Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We're out 5 days a week. We go 2 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone had a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks. Let's take a look at one of our 4 agreements. Assume nothing. In any kind of relationship, we can make the assumption that others know what we think. And we don't have to say what we want because we assume they are going to do what we want because they know us so well. If they don't do what we want, we feel hurt and we think, how could you do that? You should know. Bottom line, folks, keep it black and white. Get rid of the gray. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We had the Dow up 93, NASDAQ up 38, S&P's up 14, gold contract up $1.80, trading at $1,531 an ounce. Silver up 50 cents at $36.42 an ounce. Platinum up $16 at $1,741 an ounce. Copper up 9 pennies at $4.42 a pound. Light sweet crude up $1.87 at $98.50 a barrel. Bonds down 11 ticks, trading out at 123.10. Dollar index down 20 ticks at 75.23. Euro up 34 ticks at 143, and the yen up 32 at 81.23. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world. In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at it. What do you have? We are at 1353.22 on the cash market. What you have is this. So you're over the May 31st up day, which was the day that we did 1.5 billion. We did 840 million today. It is going, well, it went today flat out right after that 1354. We get 1356. You are into the highs. The bottom of the highs, folks, is 1358.59. Is it dying on the vine? Yes, it is. Does it want to make it into that 1358, which is the lows of the high? I suspect that's what's going to happen. We got to the 1356 today, closed at the 1353. We go to the Dow Industrials. You take a look at the Dow Industrials. What we have with the Dow Industrials is this. Dow Industrials get up 93 points. We're at 12,719. The swing point out there is, well, you get a few different ones, but the one's 12,781. Bottom line, Dow is also dying on the vine up here, but we certainly know that swing point up at the highs can get hit. Inside the Dow today, putting strength into it was Caterpillar, Chevron, Boeing, United Technologies. Taken out of it was IBM, Pfizer, and Verizon Communications. We go take a look at the NASDAQ Composite. Composite goes up today 38 points. We're at a price point of 28.72. The swing point up here that it's going after is the 28.87. The bottom of that is the 28.59. So you're already into it. We did 1.8 billion. That high there, of course, is the high from the 2nd of May. 2nd of May, of course, we were at 2,800, 28.87. We get down to 25. And bottom line, this is this move here. You talk about a straight line move. This is about as straight as you can get, folks. From the bottom of May, June 16th, yeah, you went up a few days, you pull back, and then from the 23rd, this has been a straight line move all the way up. We look at the 3 Qs. What you have with the 3 Qs is this. This is the NASDAQ 100, of course. NASDAQ 100 did 50 million shares out here. You're going after those highs. The high up there was the 59.34. We got into that 59. We did 59.36, actually. Closed at the 59.19. 50 million shares. we'll see whether Apple can continue higher. And still, Apple's still about 12% of the NDX. Bottom line is that Apple been in a consolidation for a while. The lowest part of the consolidation is at 310. It takes off from 310. We did 14 million shares today. The 14 million is going into 17 million, going into 29 million. We look to the SPY. This is what we have with the SPY. Now, SPY did 154 million shares today. The 154 million is going into 227. We hit bottoms with 334. This little baby, you're going to come out with the job numbers tomorrow. We'll see whether they're good, bad, or ugly, or great. Bottom line, what I expect is that you're going to see we can get a spike into that high, and then I just don't see any juice behind it. Why? Because you can see inside these indices today, they just didn't have it. That's the first part. The second part is actually just as important, and what that is, folks, is that we've gone straight up. And when you go straight up like this, a huge amount of energy has been taken out of the market. The energy in this consolidation is still down. And the reason I'm saying that is each and every time we've got up to higher levels in the S&P from 134.50 all the way up, it gives it up. As you get back down to the 125.28, it can't handle it. Now, we had inside the dollar out here today, dollar basically pulled back. The dollar itself, which was really interesting, is this. The European Central Bank went up on rates 25% today. For that to happen, bottom line, at one point, the dollar was actually higher at 74. Closed at 75.23. We did 21,000 contracts. Euro did go higher, but not as folks would think that strength would be out there, meaning that the euro, when you have higher interest rates, bottom line, that currency should be worth more money. Why? Because money flows that way. Now, Bud Rolfs this morning in his show, if you haven't listened to Bud's show, folks, it's 10 in the morning, 10 to 11 every day. Outstanding show. But he was walking through just how insane that you have, whether it's, we just went through Greece. So you got Greece, you got Portugal, you got Spain, you got Ireland that are broke. And the bottom line is that they go up in the rates, and so all that's going to do is put those countries in more hock. But what he was explaining, the differences are that our Federal Reserve has a double mandate, meaning inflation and jobs, where the central bank over there only has one, which is inflation. Bottom line is that they're going to pay more. And the dollar didn't pull back as much as I think folks thought it was going to. If we go to the gold market, we take a look at gold. What we have with gold is this. Gold did 106,000 contracts today. We're at 1531. That certainly is not even close. We did 238 on the way down on the 23rd of June. We did 258 on the way down into May. Let's get a Mike in Tampa. Hey, Mike, what's going on?
Hey, we're having a great day here.
That's a beautiful thing, man.
Looks like UCO. It looks like it's going to close to breaking 100, and then I'm looking for 110.
I must have the wrong symbol. UCO?
Yeah, uniform. Charles Oscar, the triple oil.
But this is trading at 45.
45. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
But I'm looking at the gold price. Went up almost $2 today.
Okay. I'm missing you, man. You said UCO and it's trading at 100.
I'm sorry, 45. The oil was trading at close to 100
today.
I
got it. Okay, cool. I got it. Okay. So
it looks like it's going to break 100. If it breaks 100, I'm looking at the oil going to 110.
So what he's saying, folks, is this. The UCO is the 200% performance of the Dow Jones sub-oil index. So if the oil goes to $110, I suspect long the UCO, and he's looking for that to go up. Is that correct?
That's true, sir.
Okay. Okay, so let's take a look at it. The UCO came off a high of $64, gets down to 37. Right now, you pushed out 3.8 million. That's going into 5.5 million. Let me actually go over to the actual oil contract. So the contract we're dealing with right now is the Q contract. That Q contract is July oil. Okay. So we did 311,000 contracts, and all you're doing is coming into ice. You know, to me, I wouldn't be long the oil right now at all. And the reason being is this, Mike. When we came down on the 5th of May, you came down from $1.10 to 99.12.
Right.
That's coming back up. Yeah, I can go to 99.12, but that looks to me like about it. That's where it's going to hit huge resistance.
Okay, so to be just hold off. You wouldn't even think of the SCO and just wait a while.
Okay, now you said the SCO. Are you talking about
Right.
S as in Sam or U?
Sam, just the opposite of UCO.
You just changed it on me, right?
Right. Well,
Okay, that's cool.
if one
That's
doesn't
cool. That's
go
all
up,
right. So
one
let's
goes
go
down.
Let's go with the SCO. So the SCO, folks, is 200% inverse. Okay, or the opposite. Now I think you're cooking. The SCO, you're at 45.25. This little baby is coming into. You pull back today with 3.4 million versus 6.6 million. Yeah, the SCO at 44.67 with volume of about 2 million looks to me like a good trade. And you put the stop under 40. Yeah, you put the stop right under that gap, right under 41.57, and you're going for $52.
All right. I do thank you very much, Tom.
Okay, man. Have a great one. Have a safe one. That was a good one. So, you know what's interesting there is that, so what you had there, first we were talking about the UCO. The UCO is the 200% bull position. The SCO is the 200% bear position. And, of course, the actual oil contract is the CLQ1. And that's, we're dealing with that July contract right now. If we go over and we take a look at the bond market, what we had out here with bonds today, folks, the 30-year bond, she was really flat. She was down 12 ticks, trading at 123. You did 261,000 contracts, but bottom line is that, you know what? That's backing into 481,000 contracts. That's saying this is going to try to get into the 125.17 area again, and we'll see whether they get any juice into it. I like how this backed off today. And what I mean by how it backed off, you back down into that 481,000 with dramatically lighter volume. If we go take a look at another correlation out there, which would be the TLT, which is the iShare 20-year bond, bottom line, what you did is this. That little baby came in with 6.8 million versus 11.5 million. And she also is looking like she wants to basically try to get into, not necessarily into the highs, but I suspect she wants to try to get into the 96.27 area. And right now we're at 94.04. Let's go over to Asia and see what we had in Asia last night. We had Shanghai was down 0.5%. Hong Kong was flat. If we take a look at the HSI right now, there she is. Okay. You stay right there, folks. This is Tom O'Brien. This is TFNN. And, yeah, one of our tigers is saying, watch out, Asia. And I just bring up the HSI, and there's no doubt about that. This is going to be really interesting, too, because, yeah, you stay right there, folks. This is Tom O'Brien. This is TFNN. We're going to be right back.